Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're back on the three-wheeler build. It's gonna be a good one. We're working on the rear rack. Welcome to Two Stall Garage. Here we go. Okay, here we are, we're looking at it. We've got the three-wheeler in the background. We've got the rear rack right here. It's time to finally get after this. So let's turn it over and get the bolts out. Let's see, 4 right here. They're rusted in there a little bit. Looks like 10s. This one right here is missing its washer. We'll grab one of those. Let's see. It's a little bit bigger around, but that's still gonna be okay. Sold to the highest bidder. We're gonna replate these today. Put those right there. Let's grab these other bolts out. Spider web. You can see these are pretty specific. We're gonna replate these, keep those separate, stay. Mediator, flip that up, take that out. I think we got a new one of these. We'll go look for it shortly. Couple more bolts right here, holding the middle part of the rack in. They look like 10s. 1, 2. There. Lots of rust. Here's your little latch. Pretty sweet. Let's see if we can get that out. All right, let's see here. You gonna come out? No? There we go. Now you should. Gonna have to let me know how we get this back in here. There's a little pin right there. Moose, what do you think? How do we get it out? Gotta slide these, move them. Okay, so you can see there's a little plastic tab right here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to get this whole thing to come off without breaking it. Maybe. Is it possible? Let's grab a screwdriver. Ten back. How about this one? Ready, set. Don't break it. How in the world does this come off? Got to be pulled out, huh? Look at that, it broke just a little bit with my fingernails. Oh boy, come on. All right, we got it out, minimal breakage. That's very, very delicate. Now that side will probably slide right out. Let's get this to come out. Let's hope for minimal breakage as well. There we go. And now, look at that, there it comes. Separated. Got some more bolts down here. We're gonna keep these all together. These are gonna be the bottom ones, remember that. Got a little zip tie down here. Garbage. Tossed. 10. Very specific again. Okay, let's keep these in a group. Gonna move our throttle. I don't know if you guys seen this or not, but we got the front exhaust on. It's all nice and tightened up. We got the leg guard or exhaust guard, whatever you want to say. That's on as well. What do you think, Moose? Yeah? Good boy. Okay, now we got all the hardware off of it. We're gonna grab a sand sponge. Hopefully we got one of those. We're gonna sand it down. And I'm gonna do that outside. It's nice and windy today. Then we're gonna come back in and we're gonna paint it. Okay, so what we got here is some Scotch-Brite pads. It's gonna be the rough, the medium, and the fine. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the rough on this. It's not gonna rough up the frame more than it should be. It's gonna be good. So this is what it looks like. Let's go outside, buddy. All right, well, one of my pet peeves is just not doing something as good as it could be done. So the wire wheel is gonna work, but I'm gonna put it in the grip blaster and I'll show you what it looks like after it comes out. Here's how it looks out of the blaster. Looks good. I could have run this over the wire wheel and I could have done it pretty much completely and then used sandpaper to get in there. And I took the route that I felt would help us get this done a little bit quicker. We've been just waiting for a long time to get this done. The time has come. So now that we got this part of the rack done, we're still gonna have to come over here and clean up all this, replate these bolts and washers, and we'll clean these up just a little bit. But before we do that, we gotta get to this rack. I use 36 grit on the frame. I would like to use some 36 grit on this again. It's got a little sticker that needs to come off. And this rust is kinda, I mean, it's surface rust, but it's really built up on there, and just that Scotch-Brite pad isn't gonna be enough for it. We've also got some steel wool. Don't think that's gonna be enough for it either. I might even try the brush on the drill here. I think that's what we're gonna try. Let's keep thinking. How about this? Why is that drill not plugged in? Lean that up against the wall. There we go. How much power we got on this? Oh yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's grab the wire wheel for this. Glasses. Don't lose any of this. This is our pinion gear. See how this is going to work here.
All right, this is how it looks on the underneath. I'll give you a real close-up shot. This is just not ready to be done. Obviously, you can see it's got flakes on it still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it outside. Where is it? I'm gonna use the pressure washer. And I'm gonna get all the loose stuff off. And then I'm gonna take probably a 36 grit sand sponge, like I used on the frame. And I'm gonna hit this whole bottom side up. I did do the top. Top came out okay. Didn't come out perfect. So I'm gonna take the 36 grit sanding sponge on this as well. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna hit every spot I can. And then as soon as that's done, we're gonna be back on the bench here with this. We're gonna go ahead and prime it, and we're gonna paint it. This middle piece here is good. Put that in the blaster, turned out really good. We've got our little groups of hardware. We're also gonna get to those. So it'll be just a moment for you. It's gonna be a little bit for me. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I wanna let you guys know what I used for this. Coming over here, I grabbed the oscillating tool, and I had a little sanding pad on this, and I think it was 100 grit. Maybe it was 80 grit, I'm not sure, but can't remember. I took it into the Menards, and I need to get another one. So I just went around. You can't really see from the bottom here, from the top. Let's see if I can lift it up. Maybe that's a good spot to show you. But I sanded it down. I blew it all off. It's a little rough in places, but it is ready to be painted with paint that's supposed to be able to go on top of rusty metal. I'll show you what that looks like. Let's put that back so we don't lose it. Right up here, we got the rusty metal primer, and this is what we're going to be using on the rack. We got gloss black here. So let's take this down. We're going to wash this off, and then we'll be ready. Take a look at this one that was put in the blaster. This paint underneath was actually pretty good. You can see it all came off of this hinge, or the lever. All the loose stuff on top. So there is a difference. This is going to be the saving grace for the day for this part of the project. Let's clean this up. Here's how it turned out. Get ready for rusty metal primer to shine. Our rear rack's gonna come together. You're gonna watch it happen with me, and right underneath that cardboard paper, we've got the brand new back trunk lid, which we're gonna put on. Let's get to painting. All right, we'll give you a quick look around. As you can see how that rust covering paint really covered it up. Like I said, this spray paint is used for heavy rusted metal. Sanding dust on there still. I'll have to blow that off the rest of the way. As you can see, it turned out very nice. Let's go ahead and coat this with the gloss black. Here we go. Okay, this is a little bit of a tricky part here, but we got this side done. We applied a first coat, which was a medium coat. We did a second coat, which was a heavy coat. So the bottom of each parts of these rack pieces are done. We're gonna let this dry for anywhere from probably 20 to 30 minutes, which is kind of a risk. You don't wanna have that chemical reaction where it starts bubbling. Then after that time goes by, we're gonna come back, we're gonna hit up the other side, which is currently primered. So stay with us. Okay, wish me luck here. I'm gonna turn these over. It's been exactly 20 minutes. We're gonna flip these over with the expectation that they're gonna have a couple sticky spots when I take them off tomorrow. But we're gonna use some touch-up paint to just touch up those few little spots that need it. Remember, this is the bottom side. Okay, we left off where we were painting. It's the next day. Got the hood right here. Trunk lid, I guess you could say. Here's the old one right down here. Everything turned out good. This thing should be dry, not only to the touch, but we can handle it now. Turned out excellent. So let's go ahead and get this put together again, and we'll show you the final product. Moose is with us in the garage today. Hey, buddy. Gonna take this off since we're not painting today. And I'm going to use it while we put this together. Here's all our hardware that was redone. How's the bottom look? Looks good. There we go, that should do. Alright, so this is the Meyer fender. Part number is 118962 for an 85 through 87 Honda ATC 250 ES Big Red Toolbox Trunk Lid. There it is, it looks nice. Get your Meyer sticker right here. We're gonna remove that and put the Honda sticker with the two-tone stripes. Flip this upside down. So I kept these all separated so I could make sure I wouldn't get confused. So what I'm gonna do is, we got 4 of these. I'm gonna flip this main rack over. Let's do that right now, leave those there I guess. Give it a little flip, flippity-doo. And right here, we'll get these installed just like that. I'm not going to tighten these down much because we're going to have to use them when we put it back on the frame on the wheeler. We'll just finger tighten them down. There we go. I was thinking about painting these white, cleaning them up and painting them, but they go inside a sleeve. So that's just gonna, the paint's gonna basically rub on it and it's not gonna be easy to open. I'll probably take these in and just wipe them down real gently. Okay, let's swing back around here to this side. Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. These are gonna have your little specific washer types. I'm just gonna go right down in. You guys ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna swing you over real quick. What you're looking at right here, this is gonna be where your fenders connect up. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you might be able to see it right over here. I am so excited. We're gonna put the fenders on this shortly. Stand by. Let's flip this over and make sure it looks right. Look at that. What do you guys think? Looks great. Yes, indeed. Let's tighten these down. These are 10s. Don't over tighten them, whatever you do. Don't want to do that. We're gonna call that good. And I'm impressed. I like it. It's cleaned up really good. Looks really nice. Can't wait to take this off and put the Honda emblem on there. You guys know what it looks like. It's gonna look just like that. Some are over here in these boxes. We're gonna do the emblems last on the build, except for maybe the ones that go on the frame, but gotta tell you, I'm impressed. I like this. Thanks, Meyer Plastics. Let's get this onto the big rack. Flip this over. I can tell that this paint is almost cured all the way, but it's not hard yet. I mean, you can touch it. You're not gonna leave fingerprints in it, unless maybe you really try to put fingerprints in it. Boy, it turned out nice. This is gonna be a little bit of a struggle, I think, so we gotta be very careful here. I don't even wanna touch it, honestly. Oh boy, it's really happening. Be nice. You know what, we're gonna do it. Might get a little in the way as we try to do a couple things here, but here it goes. It's getting exciting. The hardware turned out nice on this. Get you over to the other side here. Yeah, I can tell I still gotta be careful because this will still scratch easily, this paint. It is not fully dried. Didn't have a hardener in it, so straight out of the can. Not a huge deal, just give it enough cure time. We're gonna be very careful as we do this. Okay, so here's the hardware that you're gonna have with these. You're gonna have this little sleeve, and then these are 20 thread maybe. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but anyways, here they are. Let's get them on. So I'm just gonna put these 4 in first. Go. Get in there. And I see we're gonna need the other ones. I gotta track those down, but let me get these in there first at least. So to do this, you're gonna have to kind of push over a little bit, get it to start threading in. There's 1. Let's get this other one in. 2. These are 10 millimeter also. Let's get the other side in here. There it is. I don't want to put any fingerprints in this, so I'm just going to grab a little thingamabobby. What's it called? Paper towel. Should get the job done. Maybe. Well, we are right there, but got to get it to start. Just going to back this one out just a little bit more. Maybe we'll go right here first. Pretty well lined up there. Now let's get over to the other side. All right, on this side here, I put 3 out of the 4 mounting hardware pieces in. And the problem is I lost my sleeve. It's got to be somewhere over here. Got a little bit of a mess going on. So I taped the bolt right to the fender on the inside. We're going to tighten these 2 down. And then once that's done, I am gonna show you what it looks like. We're actually gonna put it on the machine, set it there. And then the next day or so, we'll go ahead and we'll put the toolbox in. We'll put the rear cover on with the latch. But it's only been about a day and a half since I painted this, and there wasn't hardener in that paint. So we're really gonna have to be patient as we let it cure. And I say that because just my fingernail put a scratch in it, and I don't want to touch this any more than what we're doing right now. So with that said, we're gonna leave this stuff on the table. Let's put it up here, see what it looks like. These are a little dirty, a lot dirty. But as you can see, it's starting to come together. It's starting to look more like a machine all the time. A little spiderweb action going on. The rack turned out nice. Coming over here to the cover, just turned out really, really nice. Here's the rest of the hardware. It's gonna be your sleeves. These hold the sleeves. So there it is. It's coming together. We're gonna call this done right here. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I wanted to actually put the toolbox in and the cover on. Like I said, we gotta let that paint harden up. Just is what it is. So we'll deal with it. And the next video, you know what we're gonna be doing? We're gonna put that on. Cover going on, toolbox going in. Gas tank restoration very shortly. We've also got the seat to recover. We're gonna do that right here in the garage. Front forks, all that good stuff. It's coming along slowly but surely. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.